God sometimes sustains us with enough, but there are moments when God invites us to prepare, participate, and expect more. And the extent of the miracle is shaped by our response. This episode is about recognizing when the season shifts. Welcome to Truism.
Welcome to Truism.
Welcome to Truism.
Hey, check it out. We're all here again.
What's up, y'all?
Hey.
What's going on?
And George had a lot more to say in the last episode, but with technology, sometimes that mute button gets hit. So we're not muting George this week.
I was talking to myself a lot. Little self-reflection.
You needed it.
I did.
Some things are not meant to be shared, so...
It's very true.
Anyhow, all right, George. So this week we're going to shift from sustaining to stretching, right?
Yeah. So the last episode was about survival, right? That daily provision, the dependence, and the trusting of God. Just 1 minute at a time, one day at a time.
Yeah.
Well, this episode is going to be about invitation. That's that making room and acting in faith. Preparing for what God might do for you next. Maybe today, tomorrow, in the future. But
that's good.
Just remember, God doesn't contradict himself. He progresses,
right?
And he pushes his people to do more. And I feel that every time, we're in prayer or just hearing from our man of God, it's just he pushes us, right?
Yeah.
Into more, and also to better things.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, last time enough was enough, and now it's not enough. It's just not enough. We need more. Making room for more. All right. Hey, let's start with an off-topic question. All right. What is something you guys always bring more of than you think you'll need?
What's something you always bring more of than you think you need?
Like when I'm traveling, clothes. I made that one mistake where I just brought enough, but
enough was not enough.
Brought enough. It wasn't enough that time. So yeah, I tend to overpack.
You overpack.
Can I say common sense?
Oh. Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. That's just
Yeah, you need to bring some for you and for me.
Let me sprinkle this on everybody that I'm around. What's something you always bring more of than you think you'll need? Let's see. I don't want to say that same question. I do bring a lot more clothes than I think I need when I am traveling or something like that. Let's see.
One thing for me while you're thinking is usually if we're doing any kind of event or family gathering or anything like that, I want to make sure there's more food. And I get that from my mom.
Yes.
Like, she always overcooked, cooked way more than what any of us could ever eat. And so that's always something I don't want to run out. Like, whether it's an event like with the kids at church or whatever, I don't want to run out of food.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think that's probably it. Just clothes and food. I mean, I don't want to piggyback off y'all's, but I think that's pretty much it for me too. Always over-prepared when it comes to things like that.
Yeah. Yep, you don't want to run out of those,
I would say, back when, traveling out, right? We used to drive to, Brownsville, Texas, 12-hour drive. Back when we were kids, I'd bring extra batteries.
Oh, yeah, batteries. That's a good one.
For your Game Boy Advance, where the screens didn't light up, so you had to use whatever light source you can to try and see.
Oh yeah, man, he's throwing back. All right. Hey, this game segment. What do you say we play Would You Rather? Y'all know how to play Would You Rather, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Would you rather? Okay, we're going to do... I don't know. We'll just do some rounds here and see what y'all would rather do. In reference to podcast prep, okay? Would you rather slightly over prepare every time or slightly under prepare every time?
Oh, over prepare for a podcast. For sure.
Over prepare every time.
Really?
Every time.
Really?
Yes.
Every time. Yeah, because you can, we talk about different topics. We can kind of pull and pick whatever we want instead of coming underprepared and you're like,
Okay.
You know?
I mean, we can wing it. I mean, we do a good job at winging it, but
Well,
it's nice to be prepared, to like, okay,
you're not supposed to tell the listener that.
yeah, where my mind was at with that situation was either like scripted or ad lib. Maybe that's how I should have worded it.
I like ad lib.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, scripting is like, I don't know. Yeah, sometimes I'll do notes that are word for word, and then I really don't like that. I like the bullet points. Like, give me a bullet point and let me go. Of course, then it's my brain buffers, right? So, anyhow, okay.
But it does give you a foundation, though.
Yep. Oh, man, number 2. You guys already answered this. This one's about travel. Would you rather pack light and risk needing something, or pack heavy and regret carrying it?
Oh,
yeah, you both.
Heavy.
You both pack heavy.
I
Yeah.
think.
Okay. Would you rather?
We're both strong, man.
Would you rather have daily small wins or one big win that comes later?
Oh, daily small wins for me.
Yeah.
Every time.
Need something every day.
You got to get those wins every day. It's about being productive,
Okay. Would you rather have just enough space or way too much space that you don't know how to use it?
Way too much
I would
space.
say way too much space.
Give me some room. Enough is not enough. Would you rather... Oh, this one's for us guys, okay? Would you rather ask for help early and feel awkward, or wait too long and feel stressed?
My thing is probably be wait too long and feel stressed.
That's reality, right?
Yeah.
Wait too long and feel stressed.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do that. I don't like doing that. Let's put it that way. It happens.
Okay.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
But you get the help early, even if it's awkward. Yeah. Okay, that's good. I'm proud of you, George.
I would like that. I would, yeah.
Okay. Would you rather commit to something small that you know you can finish, or something big that you just might fail at?
Something big that I might fail at.
Take the risk.
Yeah. It's for me. It's more about that daily win thing. So I think the small.
Would you rather read the instructions or figure it out on the fly?
Oh, read the instructions.
Yeah, read the instructions.
Really, man?
Yeah, I don't not want to go back and I have a missing piece I haven't almost put together.
Yeah.
Like, this piece supposed to go at step 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of like I don't know if I remember back in 7th grade they would give us like this test and it says like, they just give you a test, and at the very top, if you're supposed to read the instructions, and most people just go right into taking the test, and so you're not supposed to take the test at all because it tells you not to.
Yeah, like the last instruction is
just
put your name at the top of the paper.
And that's it. Yeah, you remember those tests?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I do.
He doesn't remember because he did them all. He just answered all the questions.
He lost.
Okay. Would you rather have control over the process or control over the outcome? There's a deep thought.
That is a deep thought. I think controlling the process may control the outcome. So I like that.
Yep.
Controlling the process.
I would like to control over the outcome of the process. I mean, as long as you get there, like 6 plus 3 is 9, and 8 plus 1 is 9. Two different perspectives, but as long as the outcome is the outcome that I want.
Oh, that's fine. Really good. That's really good thought process there. Because I tend to think like George does on that, where if you control the process, the outcome's going to be there. But you're absolutely right. And then, especially if you're leading other people, you just set the outcome and then help them to get there. Let the process be what. Yeah. Right. That's a very situational question, but that's good. That's good. Good thought process. Well, that's a fun game, but kind of Kind of a little deep there. Y'all are bringing it. I imagine George probably going to have a truism line before long. But
Here we go.
So, that game, every choice has a rather not option, right? And that's kind of the tension of today's episode. When God gives instruction and he invites us to make room for more, we don't always say no because it's wrong. Like in that game, would you rather? There's not really, like, it's just a preference usually, right? It's not no because it's wrong. But sometimes we just say no or rather not because it feels safer one way or the other to us, right? So, listen, y'all, God's way is the best and his blessing is bigger than what we can imagine. In that Ephesians 3:20, I think we quoted a lot, right? That, and I don't know, I struggle to put my mind around it. Obviously, that's the point of the verse. It says, now unto him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that works in us. We would do a lot more rathering, and we'd make a lot more room for more if we could wrap our minds around that. If I could wrap my mind around that. So last episode was Elijah and the widow at Zarephath. And this episode is a different widow with Elisha, but similar in that they were both ready to give it all up. Like both these widows were ready to just give it up, die. Both had a son, and they both didn't have anything left except just a little bit of oil. And in both instances, the man of God gave them instructions. So here's what Elisha told this widow. George, you got 2 Kings chapter 4?
Yeah, 2 Kings chapter 4, verse 3 says, Then he said, Go borrow thee vessels abroad of all thy neighbors, even empty vessels. Borrow not a few. And when thou art come in, thou shalt shut the door upon thee and upon thy sons, and shalt pour out into all those vessels, and thou shalt set aside that which is full. So she went from him and shut the door upon her and upon her sons, who brought the vessels to her, and she poured out. And it came to pass, when the vessels were full, that she said unto her son, Bring me yet a vessel. And he said unto her, There is not a vessel more. And the oil stayed.
And the oil stayed. So here, God's supply wasn't the issue. And again, both. So in the first one, the last episode, enough is enough. Like she had just enough every day. This one, she borrowed these containers, and each one just kept pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring. Not a few. Borrowed not a few. Kept pouring and pouring and pouring. She poured out, and then once they were all full, she said, Bring me another one. And there's not another one. Like it was an abundance here, right? The preparation, her preparation and the son's preparation determined the outcome. Like if they would have, what if she was too embarrassed to ask the neighbors for some containers? What if she was worried about what they thought about her little plan? Hey, I need all the containers you can get. Can I borrow some containers? Well, what are you going to use them for? Oh, I've got this one container of oil. I'm just going to pour my oil into it. Okay. Well, why do you need more than one container? You're just going to, pour the oil into the other container. Why do you need more than one container? Yeah. What if she was just too timid to go ask for containers? What if she only went to the one neighbor that was a friend, right? That she knew would let her borrow some containers, and she only gathered 3 of them, 2 of them. Isn't that crazy? Like
that is. It's just a thing.
Yeah, the miracle flowed until the capacity ended, and she wanted to keep on going.
Yeah.
She's bring me another one. Well, we don't have any more. And I imagine, I don't know, I imagine she had gathered every vessel that was around, like within walking distance, I'm guessing. I mean, but the capacity was there for more, and she wanted more. And the oil here didn't stop because God stopped pouring. It stopped because they stopped preparing. I wonder, man, I kind of just wonder, what if she would have gone to the next, I don't know where they stopped, but what if she would have went one more street over and got more? I guess it would depend on how big the house was, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Zarephath widow, she had one barrel in daily provision. No expansion, no extra. But it was sustained every day. And Elisha's widow, she had many vessels, not a few. And there was overflow. And there was expansion after expansion after expansion through the obedience. I mean, this is the same God, but there was a different instruction and a different outcome. And to the one, he was teaching her, enough is enough, I've got you. But to this one, he was saying, make room for more.
Yeah, got to make room for more.
And again, we can go back, Exodus 16, last episode, right? Manna was provided every day, and they couldn't get extra. But because they needed to know that enough was enough, and God's got you. But in Joshua 5, verse 10 through 12, when they entered the promised land, what does that say?
And the children of Israel encamped in Gilgal, and kept the Passover on the 14th day of the month, at even in the plains of Jericho. And they did eat of the old corn of the land on the morrow after the Passover, unleavened cakes and parched corn in the selfsame day. And the manna ceased on the morrow after they had eaten of the old corn of the land. Neither had the children of Israel manna any more, but they did eat of the fruit of the land of Canaan that year.
But they did eat of the fruit of the land of Canaan that year. Like, yep, the manna miracle is done now. Why? Because they're in the promised land. They just entered into the land that flows with milk and honey. And they had those great big, when the spies came back, didn't they have to carry the grapes between them, like on I always pictured it where like they had this great big rod and they put the grapes on it and they carried it back, because it was so big, so huge. And I mean, so the manna was that daily, temporary, sustaining, enough is enough, I got you. But the promised land stuff, they had abundant food, but it required effort. It required them to possess the land. So the manna teaches trust. Enough is enough. But the promised land required movement. And
there's room for more.
Room for more. There's another story I want to talk about, and it's Elisha again. And it's in 2 Kings 13, 15 through 19.
I got that. And Elijah said unto him, take bow and arrows. And he took upon him bow and arrows. And he said to the king of Israel, put thine hand upon thy bow, on the bow. And he put his hand upon it. And Elisha put his hands upon the king's hands. And he said, open the window eastward. And he opened it. Then Elisha said, shoot. And he shot. And he said, the arrow of the Lord's deliverance, and the arrow of deliverance from Syria, for thou shalt smite the Syrians in Aphek, till thou have consumed it. And he said, take the arrows, and he took them. And he said unto the king of Israel, smite upon the ground. And he smote thrice, and stayed. And the man of God was wroth with him. And he said, thou shouldest have smitten 5 or 6 times, then hadst thou smitten Syria, till thou hadst consumed it, whereas now thou shalt smite Syria but thrice.
Yeah. So, hey, an interesting thing here. The last episode, Enough is Enough, was the opening scene of Elisha the last two episodes was basically the first oncoming of Elijah. In this one is actually Elisha's last scene, like he's about to die. And this is the last story we have of Elisha. So I just thought that was weird and interesting. But Elijah, this is the other thing that I think is interesting here. Elijah didn't really explain to the widow much of what was going to happen. He just said, make me a cake and then we'll worry about you dying later, is basically what he told her. But Elisha actually spelled it out for the king here. Elisha actually told him that the arrow is the deliverance of the Lord over Syria. He said, thou shalt smite the Syrians. And then when the king was given the opportunity to use the arrows to smite the ground, right? He smote thrice and stayed. He stopped. He said that was enough. Yeah, he said enough is enough. But, Elisha really did tell him, hey, this is what this is. So take these arrows and smite the ground. And he just did it the 3 times, right? He obeyed, but he didn't really have much expectancy with it. He just kind of complied, but no passion behind it. It was just a partial effort. Just, okay, I did what I'm told. He didn't make any room for more. Right. He didn't do what he was told with his whole heart. He didn't put himself into it. He didn't make any room for more. So across these 3 stories, God was willing, God was able, God was present. But the extent of each of these miracles was shaped by their preparation, by their effort, by what they put into it and what they expected out of it, right?
Yeah.
So, God's power isn't limited. It's not limited to what he can do. He's willing, he's able, he's present. But our posture, our preparation, our effort, our expectancy, that's what often limits him. And so we've got to make room for more.